like to pay tribute to our senior players and cheerleaders who will be involved in their final home contest of the regular season here tonight. First, our cheerleaders. Senior cheerleader Lisa Leander, Mom and Dad James and Linda Leander. Come on down. Senior cheerleader Krista Trombley, escorted by Tori Astafan. And senior cheerleaders Rhiannon Smith and Jennifer Cowan, escorted by Jen Gifford. And now let's pay special tribute to the senior players who have given us such great memories this season. First, Casey Powell and Mom and Dad Larry and Sue Powell. Next, Chris Kowalczyk, Mike and Jerry Kowalczyk, Mom and Dad, congratulations. Next, senior Jeff Benaquatro and Mom and Dad Joe and Patty Benaquatro. And finally, Joe Selesky with Paul and Kathy Selesky. Let's give a nice round of applause to all of our seniors in their final contest at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Carthage Gymnasium for today's Frontier League AA Division matchup between the visiting Spartans of South Jeff and our own Carthage Carthage. First, the non-starters from South Jeff. Number 25, Tony Belvin. Number 30, Chris Bowman. Number 34, Joe Clava. Number 33, Jeff Hamilton. Number 20, Kyle Jones. Number 24, Pete Paglin. Number 31, Chris Randall. Number 22, Jeff Reed. Number 21, Paul Reardon. And number 41, Mark Schultz. Now the starters for the Spartans of South Jeff. Number 35, Jonah Baker. Number 32, Jared Blodgett. Number 40, Evan Eastman. Number 23, Matt Elliott. And number 42, Mark Hayes. The Spartans are coached by Mr. Ted Jefferson, assisted by Mr. Fred Pichet. Now the lineup for the full-time defending Frontier League regular season playoff champion. Junior number 30, Paul Bonner. A junior number 40, Brian Buckley. A junior number 54, Adam Shaw. A senior number 44, Joe Selesky. Now the starters for the opponent. Number 50, junior Birdman King, Jay Epler. Number 42, sophomore jumping jack, Pat Britton. Senior center number 34, Chris Kowalczyk. The great handsman, number 32, K.C. Powell. And last but not least, number 24, Jeff for 3 leads. The Comets are coached by Mr. Jerry Metcalf, assisted by Mr. Don Amy. Please rise and help us honor America as 2 CCS girls sing our national anthem. They're Sandy Escrow and Nickleisha Williams.
Oh, say, can you The Comets are on the air. This is Kirk 24 with Dave O'Brien bringing you CCS basketball from the Carthage High School gym. Today we have the Comets of Carthage trying to clinch their 5th consecutive regular season AA Division championship against Mr. Ted Jamison and his Spartans. Dave, it could be and should be a good one.
It's a big game, Kirk, for both teams. Carthage, now in first place, must win their last 2 games to guarantee their drive for 5th straight championship. And South Jeff at 6-5 in the league. If they win this game, or if they beat Watertown, they'll be tied for 3rd, or maybe even in 3rd place. That's how close it is. If they lose both of these games and then finish with Sandy Creek, they will most likely tie with IHC for 4th place, Kirk.
Kowalczyk to jump against Eastman, and South Jeff controls. First blood, no. We're going to wait and see as Pat Britton rips it down. Jeff V for 3, reverses the basketball. Powell sets it up. The Comets coming off a big, and I mean big, monstrous win at Indian River. The Comets avenged an early season loss against the Warriors and put themselves in a position to win number 5. I'd like to stay around for some net cutting tonight, Dave.
Kirk, looks like South Jeff is in some type of triangle and 2. Some type of gimmick defense. We'll have to watch next time down. They were playing Benaquatro straight up.
We'll have to keep an eye on number 35, Jonah Baker, for the Spartans. He's playing with a severely sprained ankle. Casey Powell with the patented Powell scoop.
Yeah, they're playing our press now, Kirk. See if our press works. I know we hurt them first game at South Jeff for the press. They're playing a triangle and 2, matching up on Britton and Benaquatro. Close. One more step and you would have had that. That was...
The Mountain Man.
That was T.J. Ablin.
The Mountain Man, T.J. Ablin, and he's got that well-groomed beard. Into Evan Eastman. Eastman, slow pivot, turn and pop. Eastman for 2, the super soft from South Jeff.
Getting a little cooler in the Mid-South by Saturday.
4 threes, got it. Number 23 for the Spartans. That's Matt Elliott. Spartans 5, Comets.
Could be a tough game the way it's starting out. Carthage doesn't have the zip so far.
Here comes the Spartans. Blocked by Chrissy Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk ahead of the pack. Jeff 2-4 delivers. Ablin gets him up in the air, shoots, misses.
Got hit. He got hit, sir. Fred Pichet told us that both Mark Hayes and Evan Eastman have been playing real well. That time Eastman forced the shot, I thought.
Kowalczyk with the rebound. Jeff V in front of the pack. Gets contact and gets the basket. Oh, baby! Jeff V for 3. He's going to get it the old-fashioned way. He's going to have to earn it at the foul line. Senior Jeff V.
That looked like a little bit like the other night, Tuesday night at Indian River, Kirk, where we witnessed probably one of the best high school games in a long time. And I thought the first quarter of that game was like a good Division III college game, Kirk. That's the way Carthage hurt Indian River, and if they can continue to do that tonight, they should win this game.
24, no good. No good for 24, and he was 10 of 10 against the Warriors. Spartans lead here in the early going, 5-11 in fact, left in the first quarter. Spartans 5, your Comets 4. Hey, we're getting near playoff time and sectional time, so you check your local papers, Watertown Times and Carthage Republican Tribune, to find out when, where, and how to watch the Comets. This could be a real dunk. No, Britton elects to lay it in.
Comets played great man-to-man the other night. Looks like they're going to play a little bit of man-to-man tonight, Kirk.
Well, so far, Kowalczyk and Britton look to be on top of their game and right on cue. Kowalczyk with the steal, playing in front of Mom and Dad for the last time on the home court in Frontier League action. Kowalczyk trying to leave a big impression. That was a fine play.
Yes, again, Carthage starting a little slowly the first couple minutes of this game, Kirk. Fell behind 5-2, and their defense has changed that around in a hurry. Now the Comets up 8-5.
Well, it seems to be the Comet forte this year, particularly when they're playing well. And they did kick in the past minute and 15 seconds. They forced a timeout early. Against Indian River, I felt that one of the keys to the basketball game, Dave, maybe you were there, even though you didn't help me with the broadcast. I know it's a long way up to the top, but the Comets forced some early timeouts in the first 3 quarters, and then they caught the Warriors without some timeouts later in the ball game.
I didn't, of course, you're announcing the game. I was across the court just being a fan and enjoying that, Kirk. I didn't pay much attention to the timeouts. But, you know, it's a very good point that you do make. You can force the team to take timeouts, panic timeouts, then you're doing your job.
At the foul line, senior, and he gets my vote every game for the most improved player in the Frontier League. Number 34, Chris Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk misses the front end or the tail end of his old-fashioned three-point play. So the Comets could easily leave 10-5, but we'll settle for the 8-5 advantage. 2 missed foul shots. That'll be the 3rd foul against the Comets. This one will go against 34, Chris Kowalczyk, his 1st.
Marquez using the old pick and roll with Evan Eastman. But I guess he dished that one to, this is Jonah Baker, is that correct?
Right, number 35 is Jonah Baker.
They have some good-looking ball players, Kirk, and I believe Elliott and Baker are juniors. Go with Evan Eastman, who's just a sophomore.
Rebound, TJ. Here comes Pat to Jeff. Jeff 24 reverses the ball to Kowalczyk. Bounce pass inside. TJ travels.
Doing a good job packing it in. Of course, both South Jeff coaches were at the game the other night, and we did work effectively inside against James Morris and Aaron House, the very large Indian River front court. Looks like South Jefferson going to give us that little shot inside, Kirk.
Chris Bowman checks in number 31, or excuse me, number 30, along with number 31, Chris Randall. For the Spartans, Comets in their press. 8-6 Carthage. Comet, new sub in the ball game, is 40, Brian Brockway. And what a first half Brian had with 9 big points to help the Comets build an advantage. Coming right in is 31 Randall, and he contributes right away with a basket. Comes in firing and rails it home.
Just a 2, but a nice shot. South Jeff playing very well so far. 10-8, 3:38 left in this game. Comets up by 2.
Good hustle by Jeff 24. Tips the ball away as Eastman had found number 35, Jonah Baker, wide open. Eastman squares but can't deliver. Rebound, Eastman. A couple of big men in the Frontier League this year, and both sophomores. Eastman 6'5" for the Spartans, and 6'5" James Morris from the Warriors, who we saw the other night. Basket inside.
Beautiful post move by Jonah Baker. A nice entry pass by Marquez.
10-10 Carthage.
Correct that, Kirk.
No, travel
call on that. I believe that was number 30 who made that entry pass. Chris Bowman.
Scores 10-10 here with 3 minutes to play. 3 minutes to play. We're tied up. Number 33 checks in the ballgame. That's Jeff Hamilton. for the Spartans. Casey Powell from Britain. Rebound. Goes off the Comets. The Spartans will control. .10 Carthage. Inside lob to Eastman. He gets the roll. He's effective, particularly in those inbounds plays. Hey, Dave? I said, hey, Dave?
Yes, Kirk.
Atta boy.
Deflection off Eastman. 12-12, Kirk. Very impressive first quarter by South Jeff. This is a team that we rolled over earlier in the season. Airball. Posting airball.
Good hustle by 3 Comets, turning back South Jeff's break. Number 30, Chris Bowman with the basket. South Jeff 14, Carthage 12. Brockway won't go. Follows his shot a little hesitantly, throws it inside. Kowalczyk's fallen on, elbowed, and we have an alternate possession favor the Comets. Once again, we're getting outstanding camera work from CCS Best, Jeff Cole.
You can see that, pretty easily see the triangle on 2, Kirk. Shots will come right from the foul line elbow areas.
Brockway has 4 for the Comets, 4 of the 14. We're tied at 14, and Brockway, as has been the case all year long when he comes off the bench, he contributes offensively immediately.
Nice job off the bench for Bowman. Chris Bowman, his second basket.
Foul to Brockway. Brockway's fouled on the floor. He'll shoot, or there will be no shot. That's only 3rd South Jeff team foul.
16-14, South Jeff, 53 seconds left.
Foul was charged to number 33, Jeff Hamilton, his first, team 3rd. Casey Powell on the drive, baseline. Eastman blocks it. Rebound, Brockway. The Comets are running without the numbers.
Only the 4th team foul on the Spartans. Comets need a basket to tie the game, Kirk.
That is the 2nd foul on number 33 for the Spartans, Jeff Hamilton. Quattro on the drive, ducks under, steps on the end line, baseline.
Eastman out now, and bringing the ball in, can't get his number. Number 34, is it, Kurt?
Right, 34, Joe Chapa.
Press forces a turnover.
Only 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Comets trail by 2, 16-14. Here comes Casey Powell. Five seconds on the clock. Powell finds Kowalczyk, loses it. Nobody gets the last shot. Wouldn't count even if it goes. And the first quarter ends with South Jeff with the advantage, 16-14, and you just have the feeling that somebody different for the Comets is going to have to step up in order to get this game under control.
We're going to need something off the bench. The starters I think are still thinking about Tuesday night. What we call this a letdown, Kirk. And Ted Jamison's crew, they're really playing well. They're doing a great job executing their game plan.
At the end of the quarter, as the quarter ended, Brian Brockway was whistled for the foul. And that'll be Brockway's first, team third. So, Mark, if you're scoring at home, give Brockway a foul as the quarter ended. Scoring in the first quarter for Carthage, Pat Britton had a single hoop, Chris Kowalczyk a single hoop, Jeff Ventiquatro a single hoop, and Brockway 4 points off the bench. For the Spartans, Evan Eastman with 2 hoops has 4. Matt Elliott hit a 3-pointer. Jonah Baker has a foul shot and a single hoop. Chris Bowman has 4 off the bench, and Randall has 1 hoop for the Spartans. Stolen by Brockway. Finds Ventiquatro. He retreats, looks for 3, and gets 3. Jeff V for 3.
Very nice shot. You have number 30 that time, Chris Bowman, just shaking his head. He knew he should have gotten out on Ventiquatro.
Well, everybody in the league should know Jeff Ventiquatro. He is the league's leading scorer. Casey Powell with the steal, fouled on the floor. He got the shot up, and they won't let it count.
No continuation in this league. Again, that's Chris Bowman finding out what Carthage has the last 2 plays. Ventiquatro hitting the 3, and Casey doing what he does best, swiping the basketball.
Team foul number 5 against the Spartans, and for the Spartans, number 30, Bowman, that's his first. Joe Selesky, 44, checks in. He's wide open. He can hit that shot, but elects not to. Pat Britton, no good. Rebound, South Jeff.
Well, except for 1 steal off the man-to-man defense, Pat Britton's been very quiet so far tonight, Kurt.
Comets playing man-to-man. Eastman back in the ball game. Pick and roll, stolen by Britton, finds Ventiquatro, goes behind the opponent, goes to the left, up and in, Jeff V for 2, what a play. Nice open court movement by Ventiquatro. Kowalczyk made it happen. No, it was Britton.
No, it was, we mentioned Britton had been quiet. He woke up in a hurry, Kirk.
Casey Powell, the breakaway, and the miss. 1916 Carthage, and they're showing signs right now of coming out of this trance-like position. South Jeff playing outside the lines, and finally noticed by Mr. Phil Goings, veteran official from South Louis girls coach. Hello, Phil. Good to see you tonight.
Yes, Jared Blodgett having trouble with the ball that time. Carthage defense starting to pick it up. Comets now have a 19-16 lead.
Joe Selesky, oh baby, Joey Selesky.
Looking for a real good game out of Joe tonight, Kirk.
Joey Selesky, one of those many seniors on the Comet squad. Well, not many, I guess there's only 4, but 4 seniors playing their last AA Frontier League home contest. They were honored before the game and their parents. Thanks to each and every one of these 4 guys, been in the program since the modified program, except for Chris, who started in 9th grade. But congratulations to them and their family. They got a lot to be proud of. They've been part of many, many championships, from the modified to JV2 to JV through varsity. Congratulations to those 4 gentlemen, and our hats are off here in the telecast booth. Good luck in the future, boys, but remember, the future holds the Frontier League AA title, championship in the tournament, and let's go for that sectional win, sectional Class B, Section 3 title. Eastman for 3, he called it.
The big guy showing range, Kirk.
That three gets the Spartans back within 2, 21-19. Casey figures, well, he can do it. Why can't I? I don't know, but Kowalczyk can't either. Rebound, Spartans.
That was Jonah Baker with a strong board. I don't think... Again, the man-to-man pressure defense. The time before, Carthage jumped into their 3-2, Kirk. Looked like they tried to trap off their 3-2. I haven't seen Hayes do much yet. Number 42, Mark Hayes, has been kind of quiet for South Jeff.
Selesky took the last three, would not go. South Jeff has not been able to fast break the Comets tonight. And it's got to be tough preparing for Carthage. I mean, Coach Jameson's got a great game plan, and it seems to be working quite well, but many situations it seems that the Spartans have been confused with the Comet defense, and not that they haven't worked against the same defense in practice, but the Comet quickness is unbelievable.
Well, yeah, Coach Jameson and Coach Pichet both saw us play a lot of man-to-man the other night, so they're prepared for it, but executing is another thing.
21-19, you can't fault the Spartans thus far. The Comets and Spartans in a close one. On the baseline, spotted by a veteran official, Johnson. We're going the other way. 4:04 to go. Carthage 21, South Jeff 19.
Certainly so far not the pace that Carthage likes, but you have to credit the Spartans with that, Kirk. Playing good, tough defense on their own.
Kowalczyk challenges Eastman. Selesky delivers to the inside. No good. Rebound. Here they come again off rebound by 35 Baker. Stolen by Casey Powell. Sees Jeff V. Stolen back. On the end line.
Tough call that time. It looked like the ball was on Jeff V. And then Matt Hayes or Mark Hayes grabbed it. But great hustle on the part of both teams, Kirk. Casey Powell coming up with another steal.
Comets, a little bit more patience now against the man-to-man. Jeff V for three! 2 consecutive threes for Jeff Vindiquatro as he's hit nothing but nylon as he dialed long distance. Hello, 24-17 Comets. No-look pass, and he no-looked it right to Kowalczyk. He should have looked. He'd have seen Chris standing there. Here comes Kowalczyk, tripped.
Carthage scored that 3 last time. It looked like South Jeff jumped into their 2-3 defense, their base zone defense, and the Comets overloaded and found Vindiquatro for his second 3.
Oh, I like to look that on the Comets' faces. They're not playing particularly well right now, but instead of being bewildered or frustrated, they look determined and almost mad that they're not playing well. Basket's good by Chris Kowalczyk. He mishandled originally the Powell pass, but regained in time to stuff it home. Timeout, South Jeff. Trying not to let this game get away from him. Here we are, Dave, the second forced timeout in the second quarter.
Well, actually, both timeouts have been good calls because the game has been a good, close, tight game. Just something that Coach Jameson doesn't like. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm sure they know what the problem is. He's going to try and make it correct now, make the correction and make it right.
26-19, the Comets with their biggest lead of the evening, up by 7. 2:38 to go in the opening half. Remember, the plan is if the Comets should win tonight, they will cut down the nets to end the ball game, securing at least a tie for the Frontier League Championship. Hey, Mr. Brown, pull down those banners, put in the 94 slot. If the Comets win tonight, AA division, 5 straight years.
I don't know how you figure that. If we win tonight, we must also win Saturday night at Beaver River, Kirk, because we're only a half a game ahead of Indian River. We have 1 loss, they have 2.
Well, the whole idea there, Dave, hello, anybody home, would be that the Comets would tie, at least tie, for the Frontier League AA Division Championship.
Tie, yeah, tie. I thought you meant win it outright.
Britton. Joe Selesky from Powell, count it. Nothing but nylon for Joey Selesky.
That time the Spartans were into a straight man-to-man, Kirk. So far they've tried 3 different defenses.
Selesky very much improved. Finally got his game in order this year after a slow start, and we're going to need Joe for our tournament and sectional run. Casey Powell fouled, no call. Here comes South Jeff the other way. Selesky will challenge, but the basket was good by 31, and a nice shot by 31.
An even better pass by Chris Bowman, Kirk. That was an outstanding bounce pass.
The basket was by 31, Randall. Kowalczyk, where you going, Chris? Fouled by Eastman.
Isn't it enjoyable to watch people like Kowalczyk? He's constantly going up against bigger players. Now it's 6'5", Evan Eastman, and they go right at the basket, Kirk. Right at the basket. They don't back away from anybody.
Chrissy Kowalczyk shooting 2. Mom and Dad are here tonight, Chris. Come on. That's my boy, nods his dad as Kowalczyk hits nothing but nylon. Kowalczyk, 1 of 2 on the evening. He's a 66% foul shooter, so this one is good. Comets by 9. Let's see if we can continue this spurt. Spartans playing a pace that I don't think they like right now. Comet pressure starting to speed up the ball game.
Not now. They still pull it out and set their offense.
Blocked by Jeff V. He's wide open. Kowalczyk to Jeff. You can count it. No, you better not.
That's 3 times we've missed the break. Kirk, what happens there is you have your man playing the point, number 30. He's probably going to come out now, or at least be encouraged by his coach. He penetrates, and nobody rotates back. Carthage has an easy fast break, except we didn't convert.
Turning this thing into a full-court game is the Comet pressure. Over and back call. Coach Metcalf cheers on his troops. He loves those defensive caused turnovers.
That's where we want the trap, right there, Kirk, on that pass, right at half court.
Great position by the Comets. As we always say, well coached by Coach Jerry Metcalf. Going after Kowalczyk with the inside move and dunk. Coach Jerry Metcalf going after win number 302, I believe, tonight. What's your name again, Dave?
Yes, Kirk. I'm trying to agree with you. I think it might be 302. I know we had the 300th here Friday night. Yes, 302.
You know, he's only coached 21 years, Dave, so divide that out and you'll come out with almost 14 wins a year.
Well, this is the 21st year, I believe. Coach Metcalf started in 1974 as the varsity coach. This would be the 20th, maybe. Because the year started in 1973, so I think it's 15 wins per year, Kirk.
Travel, no call, rebound, Eastman up and in, Evan Eastman.
Yes, it would be 15 wins per year.
Casey Powell, up won't go, tip in by Kowalczyk, and did I tell you he's ready to explode? The most improved player in the Frontier League, Chris Kowalczyk, hits the basket, stretches the Comets' lead to 11, 34-23. My hat's off to CCS and their seniors. They regrouped in time, put this game back in perspective. The Comets' 11-point advantage at the half. Kurt Vitiquatro for Dave O'Brien, cameraman Jeff Cole. Stay tuned. We'll watch the Comets come back and try to win round number 5.
Started the third quarter. Carthage had 34-23. Coach Benaquatro left me. This is Dave O'Brien. And here's Coach Benaquatro.
Well, I had to sign a few autographs, Dave, from a couple of our fans. We've been getting a lot of mail here at CCS lately from people who've written in and said that they really liked our broadcast, particularly our broadcast we did against Indian River. Dave, did you help me against Indian River?
Kirk, I was a fan and enjoyed every minute at that game. I could yell and scream and do anything I wanted to do. And that was Pat Britton making that jumper. You missed that, Kirk.
Pat Britton for 3. Comet lead all the way to 13.
2, Kirk, for 2.
Oh, Britton for 2. Block partially by Britton. Rebound Kowalczyk, and Kowalczyk had himself a monster first half. Casey for 3. No, won't go. Rebound Kowalczyk up and no, blocked by Eastman, and Chris didn't like it.
Elbows flying. I'd say Benaquatro better get his face out of there. Nice pass. Too bad. Beautiful pass by, I think that was number 23 made the pass, Matt Elliott to Baker. Jared, no, I was sure with the names, Kirk. Jonah Baker.
Boy, it's great seeing Chris. He's all pumped up for this one. He's fouled on the floor. It's great to see Kowalczyk pumped up, taking the bull by the horn today and saying somebody's got to motivate us, and he's getting the job done.
Fundamentally, though, he's setting up so well on the low box. He's getting great position, and he's doing a good job boxing out on defense, Kirk. The young kid's got to watch those things. That's how you get the job done.
Brockway stops, pops, won't go. Rebound, Brockway. The jumping jack from West Carthage puts it home with a dunk. South Jefferson gets into their half-court offense. Let's go over some stats from the first half. Rebounding for Carthage, 34. Kowalczyk has 5. 42. Britton has 3. 40. Brian Brockway has 2. For South Jeff, Eastman leads all rebounders with 7. Recoveries, Carthage, Kowalczyk has 3. And as we mentioned, he's up in every category. Powell has 3 and Britton 3. Assist, Kowalczyk has 2. Powell 5. Britton 3 and Joe Selesky 2. Block shots, Kowalczyk, Benaquatro, and Britton each with 1. Inbounds play for South Jeff.
I don't know how you can remember all those things, Kirk.
Well, it's written on the inside of my eyelashes, and ever since I learned to write it backwards, I don't have any problem reading it.
Kowalczyk started that break with his, I think, batting the ball away, Kirk.
Scoring for Carthage. Currently, sophomore Pat Britton has 4, Kowalczyk has 10, Casey Powell 4, Jeff Benaquatro 10, and Brockway 6. Jared Blodgett has none. Evan Eastman has 9 for South Jeff, 3 for Elliott. As Casey hits his first foul shot, so now let's go up and adjust Casey's stats and give Mr. Powell 5, 3 for Baker, 4 for Bowman, Powell 6 for Carthage. And Randall came off the bench to hit 4. Carthage lead is 17, 40-23. And boy, Dave, we snuck out to this lead kind of uneventfully, wouldn't you say?
6 unanswered points, Kirk.
Beautiful finger roll inside by number 42, Mark Hayes. Where's he been? That looked like $1 million move. Jeff Benaquatro can't answer. Evan Eastman rebounds. Benaquatro steals it. Britton lays it in, and the foul. Eastman didn't like it, but hey, it happened.
I heard it up here, Kirk. That time, Britton not only made the shot, but he got the call. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about the fact that Pat didn't get enough calls with those slashing moves to the basket.
Benaquatro stuck around long enough to swat the ball away from Eastman. The senior against the sophomore, swatted it to the Carthage sophomore, Britton, who got the shot. He's such a strong kid, and he couldn't convert the three-point play. That's the third one we've missed, those old-fashioned three-point plays. This time, Benaquatro is going to be whistled for the foul.
Well, it worked once. Why not again? What Carthage is trying to do is challenge Eastman after he grabs the rebound. I think Eastman's challenging them with the elbows the way they're swinging around, Kirk. So they're taking the challenge.
Evan Eastman inbounds the ball against the Comet man-to-man full court. A little different. No, change-up defense day. No, we're in the diamond. Powell, one of the quickest hands guys you'll ever see. Turnover forced by Comet pressure.
Forced turnover. The teams that play Carthage fear their speed, and that's, you know, something Coach Metcalf has loved to do over the years is press. And when he has the boys that can move, we will put on a great press.
Brockway, you got to challenge him. Bang, Brian Brockway.
He's found a spot right in that area, Kirk, the last few games. Probably shooting 60 or 70% with that jumper.
Well, my favorite spot when I shoot is the bottom of the net. Basket good by number 35 for the Spartans, Jonah Baker, and he'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Kirk, I can see this team kind of getting, you know, a little bit discouraged now, but that basket right there seemed to pick them up. It certainly picked up Jonah Baker. I was going to say something about your shooting, but I guess I won't.
Comet ball. Baker missed the three-point play. Comet's 44-27 for the Spartans. TJ to Mountain Man Avalon checks in for Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk gets a nice round of applause as he's done a great job on the boards, heading toward a patented crisp double-double. Nice inbounds pass to TJ. Can't get the roll. Britton's there with the left, won't go. TJ above the rim. Casey scoop to Britton. 31 on the board.
Unbelievable action, Kirk. Just great action.
I'll tell you what, I come in the gym to shoot 10 periods, and sometimes I miss, but every time I'm here, Pat Britton is here, and he spends more time in this gym than anybody in this high school except Coach Metcalf and Amy, and they stay here because they have to work here. Britton right on cue. Pat Britton. Oh, boy. Almost a twisted ankle there, but basket by super soft Pat Britton.
Well, Pat Britton got the team's juices flowing the other night with two thunderous dunks in the warm-up before the referees got out. Maybe I shouldn't say that, Kurt. But we're talking about a sophomore with tremendous potential who's made a great contribution this year.
One thing we know for sure, if it was against the rules, Pat Britton would not do it. Solid citizen.
I guess it's against the rules if the referees are out there in the warm-up.
Don't worry, Pat, I'm on your side. Dude, I want to tell you, too, and Pat should hear this, too. I whipped the socks off him yesterday in shooting drills. Pat was, I tell you, he wanted me to play and play. Finally, he got me tired and came back a little bit. Jeff V for three! He's hit three of them! They've all hit nothing but nylon.
The last couple of weeks, he's found his stroke.
Tipped away by 24. Here comes Powell. Watch this dunk. Behind the back dunk. Powell's good for two.
That's the transition. Slap the ball away, pick it up, and Carthage is goodbye.
Hey, guess what, South Jeff? They have another timeout. We've gone 3 quarters. South Jeff forced to take 1 timeout each quarter. And Dave, this is the situation I'm talking about. South Jeff capable of making a run late in the ball game, but will not have the benefit of extended or a great number of timeouts. They're down to 1.
One more, but what can you do? Now, that is a panic timeout. That's the first real panic timeout they've taken. The last time they took a timeout, the score was 26-19, Kirk, in the second quarter. Carthage defense, just phenomenal. We're talking about pressure at half court, pressure at full court, and it just takes the heart out of the opponents. Only a few games I've witnessed this year, we have witnessed this year, where our pressure defense didn't, decide the game.
Well, definitely the IHC game, they seem to solve our pressure defense. And IHC's played us as tough as anybody, other than our loss to Indian River at Indian River. Or excuse me, Indian River here at Carthage, opening game of the Frontier League season. Diamond and 1 pressure by the Comets. 51-29, lead 22. Basket's good. Ventiquatro did not get back to the red box where he's supposed to rotate back to. And when he did get there a little late, he missed the steal, and he forced Britton into having to foul. And wouldn't you know it, number 35, John Baker, hit the basket. Now the old-fashioned three-point play. He gets one, the first one we've seen tonight. Comets by 19. 3:26 to go. Kirk Ventiquatro with Dave O'Brien at Caravan Jeff Cole. Hoping you're enjoying tonight's action. Brockway won't get the roll. Rebound, TJ. Blocked by Eastman. Jump ball stays in the Comet possession. Brockway finds Casey. Casey finds the tickle of the twine. K.C. Powell from Brockway.
Another steal.
Breakaway dunk. Powell.
Look down, Kirk. I'm trying to tell you, you've missed 3 or 4 great plays by Casey already tonight. Pay attention.
Travel not called. See how he adjusts both feet? Putback basket by 31, Randall. Comets lead 22, 56-34. Ventiquatro and Powell both with 13. They pace the Comets, and Kowalczyk has 10, Britton 8. TJ Ablin, his first hoop.
Weak whistle, but it was a definite foul. That's going to be another assist for Casey Powell, and a nice finish by TJ Ablin.
Well, in the first half alone, Casey Powell was credited with 5 assists, so Casey could be well on his way to a double-double.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get the triple-double in one of these games. I'm talking not about rebounds, points, and assists, but steals, points, and assists.
In the ball game for Carthage is 44, Joe Selesky. Comets, their 3rd miss of a possible old-fashioned three-point play. They'll have to work on that. TJ bumps 42. It's just going to be a common foul. 42 bumped. Who was bumped was Mark Hayes. I'd like to give a special hello to Fred Pichet. Fred, Carthage graduate, now assistant coach at South Jeff. Fred changed his name to protect the innocent. It used to be known as Fred Pichet. Now it's Fred Pichet.
Oh, good action. Brockway saving that. But Selesky having nowhere to go with the ball, Kurt. Good trap by South Jeff. .205 left in the 3rd quarter. Comet lead 22. Travel whistled against the Spartans, and the Comets will try to extend their lead. Well, I didn't see that, but my eyes aren't any good anymore, Kirk.
No, Dave, they're not. Selesky left uncovered. Finds Brockway. Brockway for 3. No rebound. TJ up and in. Ablin.
TJ way over. Number 23, Matt Elliott that time. Coach Metcalf working hard with this press. Coach Metcalf all year has been telling these kids if they're going to full court press, the team breaks it, you get back and play defense half court. That's what he's after him for right now, Kirk. You don't relax once the press is broken.
.118 to go. Comets 9 minutes 18 seconds away from cutting down nets for the 5th time in 5 years. And the greatest thing is we'll be able to get it on film for each and every one of these kids to have, if they choose to have it, as a momentum of a great, great 1993-94. Inside basket by number 33, Jeff Hamilton. Lead now 18. Three-pointer, 24. He has 16, 4 threes.
4 for 4, 3 for 3 the other night, 7 for 7 in his last attempts.
Scorekeeper, Mr. Staub over there, making a Coach Millich-like mistake, giving points to the wrong team. The lead actually is pushed all the way to 27. Right, 27.
I was just trying to help you out there. I didn't think you could do that, Matt, that quickly.
63-36 Carthage on the 24-3. Stolen by Jeff V. It'll be a breakaway dunk. No, he loses control. Gets contact and the basket.
Number 41 in Kirk, and I don't have him listed. Kirk, it's now 65-36. What started out as a good, close game, a 16-14 South Jeff lead in the first quarter, has certainly changed. I thought we'd struggle to score 60 points tonight. Now we have 65 with a full 8 minutes left.
Well, I want to give credit where credit's due, and let's credit Brian Brockway off the bench in that first quarter, or early part of the game in any event. And I want to credit also Chris Kowalczyk with coming out pumped up, and also Pat Britton. A couple of guys who have been key ball players, all three of them, all year long. But tonight, some of the other guys needed them as a spark, and we got it. And that's what basketball and team basketball is all about.
I think that Kowalczyk has played a great part the last 2 or 3 weeks. I like the job Joe Selesky did when he came in. He was selective in his shots. He scored, I don't know, maybe 5 points, giving the backcourt men a rest. Now we have Selesky and J.R. Gorham in to go along with Benaquatro, Ablin, and Brockway.
Rebound, Brockway. Jeff V leads the break. TJ stops, pops, delivers to Ablin, the mountain man, and he's coming of age.
He's coming around. He's made his last 3 shots, Kirk, after missing his first 2 or 3.
Off Brockway will stay in the South Jeff end. You know, my 2 boys, Tony and Mario, are getting excited, Dave, because they love to watch the Comets cut down the net. It started a long, long time ago with Eric Gunderson and Joby Gifford, I believe, on this string. Those pair of seniors cutting down the net.
I don't know if we can, Kirk, cut down a net, because are we going to cut down a net if we only have guaranteed a tie for the championship?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. J.R. Gorham with his first basket of the night. J.R. now has 2 points. Coach, I asked Coach Metcalf in confidence. 24 scores, and now he has 20. Spin move.
He'll be out of there.
Yeah, he's out. Bennett's checking in. But anyway, I talked to Coach Metcalf because a couple of the kids had asked me whether we were going to cut down the nets or not if we won the ball game. And I didn't make any comments on that. I went right to Coach Metcalf. Coach Metcalf says, well, just between me and you, if we do win, we will cut down the nets. He said, and I won't tell them unless there's only 10 seconds left and we have an insurmountable lead. So the kids kind of are wavering back and forth, really yes, really no. But in reality, Coach Metcalf says, yes, we will, if we do have a big lead. And so there, Dave, yes, we will.
Well, Kirk, if Coach Metcalf says we're going to cut down the nets if we win, that's fine with me. Well, I might argue with Coach Metcalf.
One of these days, I'd like you to say, who am I to argue with you?
Kirk, you'll never hear me say that.
Dave, you know when I like you best? When you're far, far away. Absence makes my heart grow fonder.
We got to find out who number 41 is.
Stolen by Paul Bennett. J.R. Gorham finds Brockway. Brockway hammered, no call. Here comes the Spartans of South Jeff. Rebound, Selesky. J.R. Gorham goes between the legs. Stolen by number 42 in the corner. That's Mark Hayes.
Mark Hayes is in there with the reserves, and he's going to lead them. They're going to scrap, as indicated right there, Kirk. Now number 24 and number
44. Number 24 is Pete Paguin.
Okay, and Eastman is back in, number 40. I wouldn't want that pass. That reminds me of the type of pass you throw, hard and off the knee.
Dave, how would you know? I don't throw enough passes for you to make a judgment. Eastman inside for two. Evan Eastman. Another. No, that one's tipped away. Brockway thought he threw it away. Saw him start the other end. With the score 71-38, 5:50 to go, Carthage. Brockway helps out, and it's the Comets in a row.
Looking good with that shot. Now, I think JR has had 2 steals already. Looking for another.
Brockway has 10 points. He joins Kowalczyk, Powell, Ventiquatro with double figures. Ventiquatro 20, Kowalczyk 10, Casey Powell with 13, and Brockway with 10. Eastman the only Spartan in double figures.
How many in double figures, Kirk? I didn't hear that.
4.
Brockway.
Brockway, Ventiquatro, Powell, and Kowalczyk.
How many does Britton have?
8. Unofficially, of course. Get a little break in the action here, Dave. Let's review that. Am I correct in saying that it was Gifford, Metcalf when he was a sophomore, and
O'Brien.
Right, that was the
Andy
first.
O'Brien.
Then the next year, of course, it was
Berger. Let's not forget Paul Berger.
Right. Well, certainly we won't remember them all, but just some of the key players.
Well, Butler, you got to remember Butler.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And then the year after that, let's see, it was Mark again, and Brian Staub. Who else?
Well, I would have more trouble with that because I go by the kids who played for me in 8th grade. And that particular group, Charlie, what was Charlie's name? Charlie played some. I didn't have a lot of 8th graders go all the way up through the program that particular year.
Of that last Spartan basket, that was Mark Hayes, and the Spartans are still playing tough. Comet lead is still 29, 73-44. Selesky missed the last shot. Here comes Hayes and his Spartans.
I know a couple players we had that year. We had from the academy.
Charlie Miller was that kid.
Charlie Miller. I know his stepfather's name. I just couldn't think of Charlie's name. And the boy from the academy, Justin.
Loriano, right.
Loriano.
Right. Britton becomes the 5th Comet in double figures as he hits for 3. Britton now with 11 unofficially. .76-44. Spartan player number 21. We don't have his name, but a fine shot for 3. See the Spartans wearing a black tape or something on their uniform, Dave, up on the upper right-hand corner. We should have found out earlier what that signified, but I just noticed that. How about you?
Did they have that on the first game? You were down there when we played them earlier this year, Kirk.
Well, I don't remember.
Kirk, the Spartans, they have it's going to be 6-6 league record now. IHC has to play in 7-5. Watertown 8-5. It looks like Watertown's going to be in the playoffs, and it looks like it could be a real close finish between South Jeff and IHC.
Joe Selesky for 2. He's got 6. .78-47 Carthage. 3:03 to go. Stick around. We'll watch the Comets cut down the net. We'll go to the other end of the floor. Britton a chance to add to his 11 points. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
And the Pepsi Challenge, Kirk. We haven't had a Pepsi Challenge all year.
Caffeine-free Pepsi Challenge, Dave. Since March 28th of last year, I do not consume caffeine anymore.
Well, that explains a lot to me then, Kirk, as to the way you've been behaving the last year or so. Kirk, I think the Comets will score 85 points.
Okay, you're on. The Pepsi Challenge is, O'Brien says the Comets will finish with 85.
Or more.
No, you heard it. 24 wins on all other scores. Britton hit the first, he got a second, but missed. Bennett eyes it, reverses it. 2:50 left, 79-47 Carthage. Give Britton 12. 24 has 20. Powell has 13, Kowalczyk 10, and Brockway 10. Comets by 32. Selesky drains the two-pointer. Selesky to 8, and we could, if Selesky gets another hoop, and he very well may, have 6 people in double figures. Wouldn't that be something?
Selesky has 8 right now, right, Kirk?
Right. Travel, not call. Whoa, another nice shot by number 20, a little scooper. Beautiful play. He also is not listed on our program. Basically because we don't have a program. Rebound, Paul Bennett. For the Comets in there, Selesky 44 with the ball. He just passed to Britton. The turnaround by Britton, no good. Rebound, J.R. tipped away. But J.R. Gorham's in there, 22. 30's Paul Bennett. 54 is Adam Shaw, and we have not called Shaw's name, but Adam Shaw, the last Comet sub. 81-49. Paul Bennett on the break. Finds Selesky. J.R. Gorham. Finds Shaw. Shaw in and out. Rebound, Britton, basket.
Coach Metcalf working hard on the bench yet with these boys. Kirk, as we said, this is basically what you'll see next year. Of course, we have Brockway on the bench, along with DJ on the bench. They'll be back next year.
The only senior out there right now is 44, Selesky, and Selesky's been used as a part-time starter, 6-man. And Coach Metcalf only with 10 players on his team. So J.R. Gorham hits his 4th point.
And I'm a winner, Kirk. There's the 85 points.
That's provided the Comets are shut out the rest of the way, and I don't think anybody could shut out this group of 5 hungry Comets. Quadro and O'Brien's caffeine-free Pepsi Challenge, brought to you by Jeff Cole and CCS TV.
Well, they should keep the ball. That was fan interference, Kirk.
Yes, it was. 55-49 Carthage. South Jefferson came in with a nice game plan. Actually led after one full quarter.
This moves us to, let's see, well, overall 15-1, and it would be 11-1 in the league. We could finish with, can't be right, that can't be right. It must be 12-1 in the league. We could finish at 13-1 in the league. And Kirk, I don't think our job's done until we do finish 13-1. Big game at Beaver River Saturday night. Of course, the playoffs are going to be sensational this year, Kirk.
The Comets have to be mentioned, so far honorably mentioned in the state rankings. They have to be mentioned because their string will now surpass,
Final score, Kirk.
85-52. The Comets now have, I believe, 12 straight victories, and they will be mentioned in the coaches' rankings, or the sports writers' rankings. Coach Metcalf calls his boys over, shakes their hands. We'll take a short timeout, and we'll bring you back if Coach Metcalf does indeed elect to cut down the nets. Jeff, thank you very much. We'll be right back. We're back as Coach Amy has been sent over, and little assistant Tommy Amy sent over to bring out the ladder so we can witness the cutting down of our 5th straight Frontier League AA Division regular season championship. Keep in mind, as fans and players, we have not sewed up sole possession of it, just a piece of it. Let's hope that the Comets put it all together against Beaver River and continue this string. A reminder from Coach Dave O'Brien, who had to depart, going home to snowblow his driveway or supervise his wife snowblowing of the driveway. But in any event, Dave pointed out that the Comets will, in all likelihood, receive a home game in the sectionals. So the Comets still have home basketball game left to play, at least one. Check your local paper for listings. The Comets, as we witness right now, Casey Powell, super senior, cutting down his loop of the net. Let's take a peek as the next Comet gets a shot at it. Jeff Ventiquattro, along with Powell, captains from this year's basketball club. Ventiquattro with 20 tonight, getting his shot at cutting down the ceremonial loop of the net. Next in line is Chrissy Kowalczyk. Chrissy with another double-double tonight. Kowalczyk with his shot at the loop. The Comets, this has become commonplace here at CCS, and never let it be said that the Comets stop working. The kids are involved in summer programs, involved in fall basketball, whatever it takes. They spend time shooting in school, every opportunity. And this is what you get for a little hard work, a chance to cut down the net. Doesn't happen very often in a lot of kids' careers, but right now, 5 straight years at CCS. Pat Britton's turn, super soft. Pat taking his turn. Brockway climbs the top, and it's his turn. Brian Brockway, Jr. 4 Comet seniors getting their picture taken for their moms. This being the senior appreciation night here. Coach Metcalf organized some flowers and whatnot for the kids. J.R. Gorham, a junior, he'll be back next year. Maybe get a chance to cut down his 2nd consecutive net, this being his 1st. Paul Bennett, number 30, it's his turn for a little net cutting. And last but not least, climbing to the top of the ladder is Adam Shaw, another junior. The Comets, after a close start, revved it up and put it to South Jefferson with a big 30-some point victory. TJ Ablin, the mountain man, he's used to being up there on the rim, TJ, and he cuts one loop left, and who are they going to save this for? Coach Metcalf will get the last shot to tear down the net. Nice round of applause from the Comets. Coach Metcalf, 5th consecutive Frontier League championship. The Comets, the net belongs to the Comets. The Comets are Frontier League AA Division champions. 1 game left to really put a cap on the Superior season. Team huddle, post-game ceremony. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Get out and watch the Comets against Beaver River Saturday. It's a 6:30 start. Also, find out when the Comets will open sectional play here at the CCS Gym and follow them all the way to Syracuse, where we'll play in the championship and on to the state level this year. The Comets really having put it all together. Nothing can stand in their way. Kirk Vindiquatro for Jeff Cole and Dave O'Brien. Hoping you'll have a good night.